Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas and you're not quite sure how to do it or where to get started, this is the video for you. In this video, I'll be going over my 6-step process, real simple process of how you can move to Las Vegas fast, efficient, and for the least amount of money possible. So, if you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas and this is something that's interesting to you, stay tuned because we're getting after it right now. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom Radachy. I'm a local Las Vegas realtor, and if you're interested in living in Las Vegas, I can totally help you out. This video is going to be all about how to move to Las Vegas the fastest, most efficient, cheapest way possible. A lot of people are moving to Nevada, y'all. Like, it's one of the fastest growing cities in the country, and there aren't that many big cities in the state. There's Reno and there's Las Vegas. I mean, those are the two biggest cities. So if you're thinking about moving to Nevada, most likely you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas. So this video is definitely for you. We're going to go over all the steps. So let's get started. The first step, the first thing you should do when you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas is speak to a lender, all right? Whether that lender is a local lender in Las Vegas, whether it's a big national lender, speak to a lender and get a pre-approval, right? So let's kind of dive into that a little more. So I do recommend you go with a lender that has a local branch here in Las Vegas. You'll tend to get faster results. It's easier to speak with someone face to face. If you want, you can always drive there. It's easier to call them. They have the same hours as you because they're on the same side of the country. So I do recommend that, guys, that you do get a local lender in Las Vegas, and you can do that even if you live in some other part of the country. That's not a problem. But if you live, say, in California or Idaho or somewhere else, then you could also try to use a lender from your state as well. So the reason I say you need to talk to a lender first is for a couple of reasons. First, you need to know if you're going to be financing a loan, you need to know how much you can qualify for, right? You need to get that pre-approval letter that says you're pre-approved for up to, I don't know, let's say $1 million or something like that, right? Because if your budget is $1 million and you don't know that yet, right? And you start looking at $3 million homes, or if your budget is $300,000 and you're looking at $500,000 homes, you're going to be looking at homes you can't afford, and you don't want to get your hopes up, right? So I totally did this. I totally made this mistake first time I was buying a house, and I got real disappointed because I looked at all these beautiful, beautiful homes in Las Vegas that I couldn't afford. And I didn't know that because I didn't talk to a lender first. So make sure, first step, talk to a lender, get a letter of pre-approval, right? They're gonna say, there's two kinds of letters, right? There's a pre-qualification and there's a pre-approval. You want that pre-approval. It's stronger. It makes your offer stronger. When you put an offer on a home, it's just a better letter from your lender all around. So you want that pre-approval, and you want to get that first so that you know how much house you can afford. Now, for my cash buyers, people coming from really expensive states like California, you guys, won't have to talk to a lender because you're paying in cash. That being said, you still need to know how much house you can afford. You might have a big budget, but you want to make sure you know what you want to spend. You want to make sure you can afford it, and you want to make sure when you start looking for homes that you stay pretty much within that sphere, right? You don't want to be going out too far, too this way, too that way. Keep pretty consistent. Know what you can afford, and know how fast you can bring that money to the table. All right, guys, next we're going to be talking about criteria. So before you can search for homes in Las Vegas, you need to know what kind of home you want to live in. So do you want to live in a single story? Do you want to live in a 2-story, a 3-story? Do you want 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms? Is 2 bedrooms enough? Do you want a pool? Are you okay with an HOA? Do you want a house with solar on it? So many questions, guys. There's so many intricate little things that go into buying a home, to go into choosing the right home from you in any city, not just in Las Vegas, right? So this is a step that an agent can help you out with, or you can do this yourself. I will say, if you want to do it yourself, there's so many online portals like Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, Trulia. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, guys. There's so many places where you can kind of start to build your criteria and decide how you want to live, where you want to live. what kind of house you want, that sort of thing. But I do really recommend, guys, that you get an agent, real estate agent on your side at this point. Now, I volunteer myself because I am a local Las Vegas realtor. Like I said, I'm all about putting you in your absolute dream home as fast as possible and for the least amount of money possible. So I recommend you get in touch with an agent. If it's me, great. If it's not me, that's okay too. Find a quality agent who can help you build your criteria. So the link will probably be popping up here on the video and it'll be down in the description. But if you follow that link, go to my website. I have a form that I specifically built for this exact reason. So you fill it out, gets sent to me, and gives me pretty much, I'd say almost every piece of information I need to help you find your absolute dream home. And that's because realtors have an access to the MLS, which means we can put a way more criteria in and get really, really, really specific, way more specific than Zillow or Trulia or any of those online portals can get. And we can really help you hone your criteria down. And also, we know what questions to ask you, because some people, like that solar question before, do you want a house with solar? Some people would never think about that because they might be moving from a part of the country where no one has solar panels. But that's an important consideration in Las Vegas because there are thousands of homes that have solar panels or pools. That's another consideration. Or an HOA, someone moving from a home in the suburbs that doesn't have an HOA, moving to Las Vegas. That's not something they would necessarily consider, but it's important because there are a lot of homes in Las Vegas that do have HOAs or that are in an HOA. So, and if you don't know what that means, HOA is homeowners association, or it's also sometimes called a common interest community. So if that's not something you want to pay for, or that is something you want, with your new home, then those are things to consider. So guys, I do recommend getting in touch with the agent at this point. Build that criteria list, get in touch with me. I promise you, I do everything I can for my clients. You will be my number one concern, and I will get you into that home that you want. All right. So after you build your criteria as a second step, now we got to move on to the third step. Are you ready for the third step, y'all? All right, here we go. All right, the third step, build a custom search. So whether or not you got in touch with a realtor doesn't completely matter at this point. Like I said, I do recommend it. But once you have your budget, right? Once you know what you can spend, what you can afford, and you have your list of criteria, now's the time to build that custom search. So I talked about all those online portals like Zillow, Trulia, Redfin. There's so many more. You can build your custom search with your criteria in those portals, and it'll show you all the homes in the Las Vegas area that you're interested in, or that it thinks you would be interested in. Also, you can do that same thing with a real estate agent, all for free, by the way, guys. At this point, the real estate agent is doing all this for free. There's no paperwork, there's no contract, there's no nothing. We can do all this for free. I will be happy to help you totally for free at this point if you wanna look at homes, if you want me to build you a custom search. So a realtor can also put all your criteria into the MLS, which, like I said earlier, it gets way more specific, way more criteria. And then, no matter how you do it, those custom searches can be sending you homes automatically every day right to your email inbox. So that means it's easy to find homes you might like. It's easy to look at those homes you might like, and it's easy to contact an agent because you're going to have all of the information to give to that agent when you do decide to contact them. So that's the third step, y'all. The fourth step, and this is a pretty important step. If you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas, I do recommend this. Not everybody does this, but if you're thinking about it, then you should probably come to Las Vegas for a weekend or a week or 2 weeks, really, however long you can afford to be away from work or away from the kids or whatever it is, guys. I know everybody has a lot of obligations, but I do think it's really important when you're moving to a new city that you visit that city, and bring a list of those homes that you liked. Bring a list of the homes that you didn't like. Bring a list of the neighborhoods that you liked and didn't like, and rent a car or take the bus or whatever and drive through those areas. Drive through them during the day, drive through them at night, see what the differences are, compare, contrast, see what you like, see what you don't like, see if those locations are near, the gym and where you think you're gonna work or your outdoor activities, all of that sort of stuff, y'all. Now, if you can't make the trip to Las Vegas, and this is something a lot of people deal with, and I have dealt with this. So if you can't move to Las Vegas, that's totally okay. Or excuse me, if you can't travel to Las Vegas to check out the neighborhoods, totally okay. I do offer video tours, right? So if you can't come to Las Vegas, I will video tour the neighborhood you're interested in for you. And I'll send that to you. And that way, it's like being here, right? You'll get to see the tour, you get to see the neighborhood through my eyes, my commentary, all that sort of stuff. And if you want to, we can even do it live. And that way, as I'm touring the neighborhoods that you like, the part of the city you like, even the homes that you like, we can talk about it. Talk about what you like. We talk about what you don't like. We can talk about what you need. We can talk about what you don't need. So if you're interested in that and you don't think you can make the trip to Las Vegas to look at these neighborhoods, check me out, guys. My contact information is down in the description. It'll probably be coming across the video right here. Look me up. I will totally give you as many video tours of as many neighborhoods as you want so that you can make the best decision for you, because my job is to help you. That's my #1 priority. All right, next step in the process of moving to Las Vegas. The next step is to know what to expect from the buying process. And this is important because the real estate market changes, right? So the real estate market in Las Vegas right now, and today is May 3rd, 2021, the real estate market right now is not the same in other parts of the country. And it's not the same as it was a year ago. And it won't be the same a year from now. So this is also where it's really important. Do your research. Talk to an agent, talk to multiple agents if you want. Talk to multiple lenders. Talk to all sorts of people. Call some people in Las Vegas if you know some people in Las Vegas. Talk to your employer in Las Vegas. Ask them, what's the real estate market like? Because you want to have realistic expectations when you're coming into the market. So right now, it's a pretty heavy seller's market in Las Vegas. Now that means there aren't very many homes on the market. I mean, there are a few thousand homes on the market, but compared to how many homes used to be on the market, it's a very small number. Now of course, you can still buy a home in Las Vegas. People are buying homes every day. So don't think if you move here, you won't be able to buy a home. You can totally buy a home. That's not a problem. The thing is, though, there's just more competition than usual. So there's a lot of buyers competing for many homes, which is driving prices up. And that's not to say homes in Las Vegas are a bad deal right now, but it's important to know that buying process. It's important to know what to expect. It's important to know that the first house you put an offer on, you might not get it. And the second house, you might not get it. You might have to bid a little over ask, and you might have to get a little creative with your offers and the kind of things that you offer to the seller in return for them accepting your offer. Now, like I said, it's totally possible to buy a home in Las Vegas, but just keep all of these things in mind when you're moving here, when you're about to start that buying process, that it might not be as straightforward as you want, and it might not be as straightforward as other places in the country. However, I am here for you guys. I will be your agent. I will do my absolute best to help you get into that home of your dreams. That is my #1 priority, and it is my point of my job, really, as a realtor. The point of my job is people, is to help people. It's not to buy or sell homes. It's not to make a commission. It's not to make the most money possible. It's not to sell $1 million properties. It is to help people like you, like your friends, like your family, just people get into the homes of their dreams. So if that's something that you want to do, you want to move to Las Vegas and you want to get into a beautiful home, look me up, guys. My contact information is down below. That's my whole job, and that's what I will do for you. All right. The last step in the process, guys, is buy a home. Yeah, no kidding, right? It seems pretty obvious. That's the last step. So once you've toured neighborhoods, once you know what you can afford, once you know who your agent is, all that sort of stuff, then you can start looking at homes, either video tour, which is something I can totally do for you if you can't be in Las Vegas, or come to Las Vegas for a little bit, tour the homes in person with me or whoever your agent is. And then from there, we start putting in offers on homes, right? And once we get an offer accepted, then we take that offer all the way through escrow. We close on that property, and that house, that home not just a house, it's a home for you and your family. That home will be yours. And that's the last step in the process, right? Just putting offers in, getting them accepted, and getting you into that new house. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really hope this helped clear up the process of moving to Las Vegas. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, if you need to know anything else, guys, contact information is in the description. Look me up, or you can comment. I'll answer every comment you put down there. I mean, I'm happy to do that. And of course, all my advice is free, guys. There's no obligation to you. So if you have questions about the market, just ask me. If you want to buy or sell a home in Las Vegas, ask me some questions. I'll be happy to help you. And like I said before, my number one job is to help you, is to help people. So if that's something you need some help, I'm here for you. Day or night, 24/7, that's my job. I am here for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It means so much. I make these videos for you, to help you guys. So please, like this video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell so that you're notified every time I post a new video. I post them as often as I can, and I hope in the future to post them even more often every single day. That would be so nice. I'm not saying I'll do that, but I would like to, so we'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you soon. Look me up if you're in the Las Vegas area. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.